Hi, I'm Nick Drake, Professor in Physical Geography in King's College London. My main research interest is the Sahara Desert, and I study when the Sahara is dry, when it's green, and why it switches between those two different states. So how I conduct my research is here in my office at King's. I look at satellite imagery on my computer, and I try and map where the rivers were, where the lakes were, and building up a map of the past hydrology of the Sahara. And what we've shown is that the Sahara has a dense river network and lots of lakes. And the largest of these lakes is Lake Megachad, 361,000 kilometres squared, just short of the Caspian Sea, which is the largest lake on Earth today. And this demonstrates a truly green Sahara 5,000 to 10,000 years ago. I recently appeared in a BBC programme on this very subject. And in this programme, we went to Egypt, got a four-wheel drive expedition to a place called the Gilf Kabir, which is the centre of the Sahara, where we looked at a dried up lake in Wadi Barkat. And we know these things are a lake because we've got these fine-grained sediments that can only be deposited by water. And this is great evidence of a green Sahara. Why is this important? Well, there's the obvious reason, which is climate change, when was the Sahara green and dry, but there's a bigger picture to this, and that's human evolution. All humans evolved in sub-Saharan Africa, and they had to get out of Africa somehow, and the Sahara Desert provides a barrier to that. One of the surprising things is we find fish in the oases and fossils scattered across much of the Sahara. Presumably these fish and other animals associated with them, such as freshwater mollusks, got across the Sahara somehow. And I think they did this using the past hydrological network that I have mapped, those rivers and lakes that I talked to you about earlier. And if fish could swim across the Sahara, presumably humans could have travelled across it as well. So we know the Sahara was wet between 5,000 and 10,000 years ago. But we also have evidence for it being wet about 100,000 years ago. And this coincides with other evidence, archaeological evidence, of people living in the Sahara. And I have an example of that here. One of the characteristics of early modern humans are these things called Aterian points, which were initially thought to be arrowheads, but now are maybe thought to be knives. It was made by Aterian peoples. And Aterian peoples are known to have existed about 100,000 years ago. So 100,000 years ago, we've got a green Sahara and evidence of modern humans living in it. And one of the reasons why I do this is the field work. It involves going on four-wheel drive expeditions in the middle of the desert to places where people have never been before. And the discovery that you get, you always find something new. And I'll be going to Africa again soon, searching for evidence of past climate change and to add to the story of how humans might have migrated out of Africa.